Well, hello everyone. It seems like the day when Bitcoin finally showed its teeth finally came. The K33 saw signals of a reversal for Bitcoin after 68 days of consolidation. At the same time, CryptoQuant warns that whales are massively dragging Bitcoin to the markets, fixing profits. And meanwhile, Snap is laying off 1,000 employees and replacing them with neural networks. We'll look at all these and other news of the day in today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and now let's get started. So as usual, let's start with Bitcoin. Vetle Lunde, chief analyst at K33, says Bitcoin futures funding has been in red for 46 consecutive days, and the same dynamics was in the area of the bottom of the bearish phase in the end of 2022, and then the price started from 25,000 and flew up to $125,000. The compression of financing rates and unusual stable negative regime increase the chances that Bitcoin will break through the 68-day consolidation and update the highs, the expert said. Michael van de Pope supports him, and he believes that if Bitcoin gains a foothold above 75,000, the next target is $85,000 to $88,000. As long as the exchange rate stays above 72,000, there is nothing to worry about, he added. Historically, the combination of rising open interest, rising prices, and negative funding has only been observed near consolidation lows. It all fits together now. And at the time of filming this, Bitcoin is worth about $74,000 and for a day, minus 1.9%. But this is purely technical correction. Fractal analysis reminds us that the cryptocurrency is approaching key resistant levels, the average price of active supply and the realized price of short-term holders. This area is worth keeping a close eye on because historically it has been unsurmountable in bear markets, they write. Objectively, taking into account the global news fund, everything is still strongly tied to Iran and oil. But right now it seems that the balance is on the side of the bulls now. And now a fly in the ointment. Julio Morano, head of research at CryptoQuant, warns that Bitcoin's rally to 75,000 is accompanied by a grueling risk of profit-taking. On April 14th, Bitcoin rose above $75,400 for the first time since early February. The growth was facilitated by a temporary decrease in tensions between the United States and Iran and the weakening of the dollar. But as price rose, inflows to exchanges also increased, up to 11,000 bitcoins per hour, and this is the highest level since the end of December 2025. Investors transfer coins to exchange for sale. The average transfer size jumped to 2.25 bitcoins, the highest since July 2024, and the share of large deposits has increased dramatically from 10 to 40%. Moreno recalls in March, hourly inflows of 9,000 bitcoins preceded the drop. In January, the average deposit of almost 2 bitcoins preceded the collapse from 100 to 60,000. And now we see the same picture with the only difference that demand still exceeds supply. In fact, the volume of profit taking is still far from peak values. The daily realized income is about $500 million, and the peak threshold is $1 billion. Yes, if Bitcoin breaks through $76,800, the realized profit could rise sharply to $1 billion, and this will add pressure. But on the other hand, Bitfinex analysis note that the whales have accumulated 270,000 bitcoins in the last 30 days, which is the most since 2013. Exchange reserves have fallen to a multi-year low, and sellers may simply not have enough coins for a long-term pressure. So for the first time in a really long while, we can be reasonably optimistic about the price of Bitcoin. And by the way, if you want to buy and trade cryptocurrencies on the most reliable exchange, there is my referral link to OKX in the description. In my opinion, this is the best, most transparent exchange right now, and you will receive welcome bonuses via the link, and I will receive a small commission, and of course, this will greatly help the channel. The link is in the description box down below. Now to the news from the AI world, and they frighten even those those who are used to the horrors of the crypto market, and I'm talking about myself. Snap, the owner of Snapchat, is laying off 1,000 employees and replacing them with neural networks. The savings amount to $500 million, and officially this is called staff optimization, but in reality, AI has finally came for our jobs. Snap is not the first and will not be the last, but this is one of the most high-profile cases when neural networks massively replace people. 1,000 people is a lot. But I mean, to be fair, in my experience, neural networks, although useful, cannot really replace people in most tasks without loss of quality. So this is probably just primarily a measure to combat bloated stuff simply served with the sauce that it's profitable to AI companies. And now the drama that is unfolding before our eyes. The DeFi platform of Trump's son, a World Liberty Financial, has submitted a proposal for discussion that extends the token vesting period to 4 years. It kind of sounds harmless, right? Right? No, investors called it a scam. The bottom line, if the holder do not confirm the new schedule, their tokens will remain locked in the old terms indefinitely, and that is forever. Justin's son, WLFI's largest holder, blasted. This proposal has been packaged as a governance alignment signal and a long-term commitment. But strip away the packaging and what you have is one of the most absurd governance scams I have ever seen. Sun says, in an environment where voting against the proposal is punished, where large numbers of holders have been frozen out of voting, and where actual control rests with anonymous wallets using the sham vote to decide the fate of billions of dollars in assets. He also stated that he and several other major investors were suspended from voting, and their management tokens were frozen by the project team. Investors are already planning a class action. One of them wrote, if you hold this shitcoin, do not accept the terms. 2 years vest will end after the Trump's presidency, and this thing will be at $0 by then. And the Trump family is back at the center of the scandal, only now it's not political but cryptocurrency. And that's all the news for today. The link to OKX is in the description box down below. So don't forget to like up this video and click on that notification bell so you won't miss the next one. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.